Hello guys, welcome to weekly outlook here on Pound USD. We've got Euro USD, we've got Gold, USDCAD, and we've got DXY. Starting off with Pound USD, if we look at the daily time frame, we've seen that last week we saw price come like to pick up orders around 127.50 region, and obviously pulled back within the market opened, and we had that drop into this region, and for the last 4 days continuously rose back to this region here of 1.30, actually 1.31. My anticipation is that we might still see price continue to the upside to like 1.32. Obviously see that DXY is very weak now. So on the 4 hours time frame, how do we actually now look for entries for a continuation to the buys? I would want to see price maybe come retest 1.2970 region. This probably have served as a previous resistance, which should hold off as a support. Kind of like a retest there, but for me to actually get in for buys at this moment, we would want to see price pull back to this region here. Okay, and then we continue. For measurements, we might want to use the FIB to check out that movement to this point, and we might see that price is at 50% retracement region. Here will be our anticipation. Maximum we want to see price at 61.8, so something of this nature here. If we want to adjust this to look pretty much as the whole of this region for the 50%, that would be nice. So we stand this here, and we might want to say okay, maybe to 61.8 region, and then continuation to the upside. Regardless, we might still see price just soar up as price once price opens or market opens. So if price breaks out this way, I don't think I'll get a better entry, so we'll just allow it to continue to the upside to this region. So for now, this will be what I'll be looking out for. If price already hits our goal of 1.32, then by Wednesday we would check out for how market looks, and then re-strategize basically. So this is what I'll be looking out for here on Pound USD. So I'll just take this off now. Alright, so coming into Euro USD is quite similar, and if we anticipate a pullback from this high it's made now, on the daily time frame, a quick look, we'll see that this is the highest it has made in a long time, since 2023, 1.14. Alright, now this was the previously held resistance, which was broken. Normally we should anticipate a retest to that region. So if we go back to the 4 hours time frame, so we would want to just see price pull back to these regions here, and then continue to the upside. Alright, but if we use our Fibonacci retracement tool to measure this movement from the low to the high here, we would see this correlates exactly with the 50% retracement region. Then if we have some kind of like a below extensions, to take people out, then we would want to see price coming to this region here. Okay, I'll take this off now. So also then we would want to see possible price dropping into these regions before continuing to the upside. So this is what I'll be looking out for here on Euro USD. Similarly, if price just continues at market opens and create new highs, then we would look for a better entry maybe by Wednesday. Okay, that's that for Euro USD. Obviously here on gold we see kind of like a similarity here. It's a safe haven when things are going south. We've seen the highest it has made in history at $33 right here. So what I'll be looking at for is similar, a pullback to this region here and a continuation. Okay, this was a previously held resistance, now broken. I'll look for a pullback to that region and then a continuation to the upside. If we decide to measure the Fibonacci for this one, it might not really just pull up, but we will see an overextension back into these regions, which is possible. Okay, and that might happen, so we'll keep that in mind. Let me see here. Okay, we'll also keep this in mind that we might see price pull into these regions here and then continue. All right, this is what I'll be looking out for here on gold. And then USD card, which is inversely correlated to the Pound USD and Euro USD, is something I want to see price pull back to continue to the downside. So we've seen the previously low it's made around this region here, around this region here. So we can call it all this whole of this region. So I'll extend this a little bit. So from this high to this low here, if we pull back, it will be around this region, over extension at 61.8% there, or region. So I'll be looking out for like a pullback from this region here back into this region before we continue to come make bottom this region, or possibly break and continue. Over extension would just be slightly at 1.41, but this is basically what we'll be looking out for here on USDCAD. Okay, a pullback to these regions and a continuation. And lastly, DXY, which is actually what our confluence. We've seen price make a huge low to the previous low it's made around 2023 July. It actually broke it and rejected a little bit around 99. So we're currently chilling around 100 here in DXY. So my anticipation would be that price would want to reject these regions a little bit before it would continue. So something of this nature. Okay. So if we should measure some kind of like a pullback regions, it will be from this drop here to the low here. I'm looking at around this region here, which is quite making sense, between 50 and 61.8. okay, that would actually make sense. So we'll see price kind of like pull back into this regions here and continue to bottom here, or we'll break, retest and continue. For now, this is exactly what we'll be looking out for. So if price pulls back into this region, now if that happens, we would want to then see that pull back here to the downside and a continuation to the upside. Similarly with EURUSD, pull back down and a continuation to the upside. Okay, so basically that's it. And yeah, over here on the DXY would be the kind of like the confirmation we were looking for to see by pull back up, continuation down, pull back down, continuation up here on pound USD and euro USD. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys for weekly update in the midweek, and ciao.